Okay, so here we are in the design portion of the DNA model. The centerpiece of the design aspect is how we design our practice. Okay, so let's unpack this really quickly. So it is my opinion that the reason that golfers do not achieve what they want has a lot to do with their misconceivings of the task that is golf. And then because they're unclear on what the demands are when they're playing, they're unable to formulate good practice habits. Okay, I would say that's point number one. Point number two is I don't think golfers that want to be competitive understand the specific demands of competitive golf, right? So there's the demands of golf, playing recreationally, playing casually, and then there's the demands of competitive golf. And although very similar, there's some key distinctions between the two. So we're going to break that all down here as the video series progresses. But what I want us to think about is that our objective as golfers, hopefully, is to become an expert. So with that in mind, I've created this expert model. So quite simply, if we follow the mnemonic that is expert, we are going to have a very clear roadmap as to how to practice to become an expert. Okay, so let's get started. The E in expert stands for execute the triangle. Okay, so as I alluded to before, it's my opinion that most golfers do not understand the demands of the task. So let me break this down using this sort of triangle diagram. Okay, so we need to start looking at golf, successful golf, as function. So what I mean by that is when you're on the golf course, you're looking for function or a good result to emerge out of the specific context that you're in. So let me use kind of a comparison as to why your range game might not be transferring, a word that we're going to be talking a lot about, to the golf course. Okay, so let's just say, for instance, you're practicing on the range with a given club, 7-iron, hybrid, driver, whatever it may be. And the majority of your practice is hitting that same club over and over again. I think it's safe to say that the majority of those watching this video have practiced like that at some point in their golf career, and very good chance they're still practicing like that. So let's look at the human task and environment constraints, if you will, of that given situation. So you have the human that is raking balls one after another, so anxiety level probably pretty low, concentration probably pretty low. The simulation of what they're going to face on the golf course is pretty low, right? So you have all the human factors that correlate with this situation. The task is basically same shot after same shot. So you don't have to plan a specific course of action. You're just kind of going off the shot before and maybe making a slight correction. And then the environment is obviously different than the golf course. The lie is controlled. Obviously the driving range and the golf course are two different things. Okay, so now compare that to the human task and environment constraints of that same 7-iron on the 16th hole of an important round of golf. So appreciate the situation you're in. You might be playing worse than you were hoping to, better, the same, right? All of those situational factors are going to make you feel a certain way. You are undoubtedly going to have a downhill, uphill, side hill, sitting down, sitting up, some kind of variable in how the ball is sitting. The odds are that you're not going to have a perfect 90% swing at the given distance. You're going to have to take a little off, add a little, you might have to shape it a little, right? And then the environment, it might be a little bit windy, it might be overcast, right? So you have all of these converging aspects, and then only from that, right, can we start to recognize whether you're functional or not. So if you're practicing an environment that doesn't take into an account the ever-changing, not only physical, emotional, mental state of you, the golfer, but the ever-changing landscape that is golf, your skills are never going to transfer into a playing or performance context. So in future videos, we're going to discuss, when you evaluate your practice, how well you executed the triangle. Okay, so a major theme in upcoming videos.